am a soy boy. That's fine. I love soy. I am a soy boy. Oh, that's kind of like black people taking the word nigga and, running with it, basically. It still doesn't make it cool. It really doesn't. Oh, man. Did that just get me demonetized? Why? Anyway, Mick the Vegan posted his soy boy testosterone results in a tank top, flexing, right? So manly. Because muscles make you a man. Come on.
Hey, it's Mike here, and today, am I a soy boy? Have I been feminized by the lack of meat in my diet? Not enough dead animals to keep my man engine going?
I think he was probably born this way.
Not enough infant growth formula, aka cow's milk, to fuel my manliness? Does being the
Fake laugh. Come on, man.
founder of the fraternity Soy Beta Beta
Yeah.
for 8 years, we will find out. I also want to add that I got a inflammation marker test, a C-reactive protein test.
No one actually thinks that this stuff is funny, do they? Because it really isn't.
Out of curiosity as well, so I'm going to throw
Yeah, soy boy.
that in here too. Really quick, I just have to mention with all that's going on, there are peaceful protesters in nearby cities, even in Iowa, that are getting tear gas.
Peaceful protesters. I mean, what did you expect from Mick the Vegan? The truth? Is that what you expected from this channel? Really?
Despite a recent Reuters poll showing that 64% of people sympathize with the protests that are going on, I have to say Black Lives Matter. I've also noticed that since this...
Did you just catch that? Did you just get that?
Despite a recent Reuters poll showing that 64% of...
Despite the fact that the majority of Americans are sympathetic to Black Lives Matter, I'm going to go out on the limb and say that Black Lives Matter. This is clown world, people. People who are in the majority are pretending to be some kind of an outlier or a hero or so brave. Why? Because there isn't 150% compliance all across the board in support of BLM? This guy thinks he's a hero because 27% of the population are against what he believes, believe the opposite. This is literally what's happening. People are pretending like this is a way for the majority to identify with the minority, right? This is a way for cisgender, white, and apparently not gay, although, or not willing to admit they are, at least part-time, bend-over boyfriends. It's for them to be part of the oppression ladder, to climb the oppression ladder, right? Even though I'm in the majority, I stand with the minority. I'm going to pretend I'm a minority, basically, right? It's insanity. This guy thinks he's some kind of a hero because he's mainstream. But that is veganism, isn't it? Always has been. Or, in general, a plant-based diet. Everybody eats a plant-based diet, but these guys act like they're somehow anti-establishment while the establishment has been jamming the plant-based diet down our throats for decades, right? That's exactly what's happening.
People sympathize with the protests that are going on. I have to say, Black Lives Matter. I've also noticed that since this isn't a political channel, people tend to just assume I have the same political views as them, and some of those people are white supremacists. I absolutely do not support that view or that societal structure. Okay, you guys get the point.
Societal structure? I mean, hypothetically speaking, or because it doesn't exist. Not in the United States, anyway. Okay? And white supremacy? I mean, there are like 12 white supremacists in the United States. What are you fighting, bruh? A ghost, right? A ghost. Like coronavirus.
let's go. Okay, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm a big proponent of getting tests if you're concerned about something, or B12 in general is just a good idea to get. And I will say it's been annoying going to doctors and trying to get tests because they're like, you're healthy, you absolutely don't need that test. But me being like, but I'm curious and I want content for my YouTube channel.
Yeah, doctors just look at him and say, "You're healthy." Sure. Yeah, okay. That's a great doctor right there.
So please use your hospital's resources to get me that content. No, that's not exactly an acceptable angle to go. And I can't just lie and be like, I've had lower...
Oh, man, this guy is just, oh my God, what a nice guy. So, what is he doing? Well, you know, he's painting this whole picture of doctors are so overworked. I don't want to be a burden on, you know, the hospital resources because they're just so busy choreographing their next TikTok video. Oh, Warzone! Right? That's the narrative, isn't it?
Sex drive, give me testosterone tests. I just couldn't hold a straight face while telling them that because it's very not true. The point is, between...
Does anybody notice that Mick seems to be developing a lisp? Where did lisp come from all of a sudden? Or is he just trying to empathize or step into the BLM shoes, right? Because gender is a social construct, right? You could be whatever you want to be. Is he developing a lisp because of his nutrient deficient diet? I mean, I don't know. Is that even possible? Or is he literally identifying with BLM, which is LGBT? Is that what's happening here? It's weird. I've never heard Mike the Vegan have a lisp before.
My inability to get tested at a doctor's at will, the wider issue of going into a hospital right now for a minor health situation with the COVID pandemic, and just my general support of testing.
So scary, right? He's just pushing mainstream narrative. That's what Mike the Vegan has always done.
I have found the perfect partner. Let's get checked. They have a wide variety of tests that they can send to your...
Right, and now he's being sponsored by a COVID testing center. Now, he can't come out and just, you know, lay all his cards out on the table and say, hey, you know, go get COVID tested, everybody, so that we can shut the country down again, destroy the economy, and Black Lives Matter, right? These people that are literally looking to take over, destroy America, take over America, right? This Marxist, violent Marxist takeover of America. He's in support of that, okay? People that are murdering black and white people, destroying their businesses, destroying their economy, asking to defund the police, to destroy the police department because those were the orders that came down from up top and they're just useful idiots, okay? You know, destroying the police force, defunding the police force, eliminating the police, which will lead to what? Some very, very, very bad things, okay? I covered that in another video. That's what this guy is for. And now he's sponsored by a COVID testing center that's only going to exacerbate this problem because that's where it came from in the first place, right? He's pushing for the destruction of America because the more people get tested, the more people will come up positive for COVID, even though, you know, I'm not even getting in. I've covered that plenty. That's what's going to happen. So, you know, he's selling this as a place to, you know, get your B12 test and all this vegan nonsense. See how all the agendas are being tied together, right? Vegans with their tests forever. My blood test, testing, right? Useful idiots. They had no idea that's what they were doing. Maybe Mike the Vegan still doesn't know that that's what he's doing, right? Go get tested. You go to that web page, Let's Get Checked, and you're going to see what the bulk of their business is. Now, any good business will, obviously, should diversify, so they provide all kinds of tests. But you go to their website, you're going to see COVID-19 front and center. That's what they are. They're a COVID-19 testing center. That's what he's pushing for, okay? He's pushing the pandemic, basically.
Home, they have that B12, they have an omega ratio test, they have Lyme disease, and of course they have testosterone and C-reactive protein, which we're going to look at today. And with the classic myths around meat and masculinity, which are thankfully being deconstructed today with movies like The Game Changers and so forth.
Myth and masculinity? These guys create all these straw men so they could burn them up. I have never heard anybody say, just regular people, that you need to eat meat to be manly. That only came about because of soy boys. You guys are effeminate men because soy makes you that. It's not the lack of meat, right? It's not the lack of estrogen or testosterone producing cholesterol or cholesterol that contributes to the production of both all kinds of hormones, right? It's because of the estrogenic soy. But let me show you my testosterone results. You're telling me I have high estrogen. Let me show you my testosterone results. This is just so twisted, man.
I thought, why not do a home testosterone test and get a number out of curiosity? And I rarely do partnerships, and I like being transparent, so I want to say that this is a affiliate type partnership, so I get benefited from you guys clicking links. I'm not being paid to just say stuff. So of course, links are in the description.
He's not being paid to just say stuff? Are you kidding me? But again, we shouldn't be expecting honesty or truth from Mike the Vegan. He's talking and he's getting paid. But he's not getting paid to talk, to say stuff. All he does is talk and money comes in, right? But he's not being paid to say stuff. Clown world. It's literally clown world.
Description for various tests, and I do have a code at checkout, Mike20 for 20% off for you guys. Anyway, moving on. Some of you know that I have been referred to as a feminized androgynous sack of by somebody who has the testosterone levels of an 85-year-old man. Their name is Sean Baker. And I do want to say, if somebody has low testosterone levels, they really shouldn't feel ashamed. It shouldn't feel any different than somebody having diabetes.
SJW, right? After he makes fun of somebody, he says, it's not okay to make fun of them. So why are you making fun of Baker's low T? It's just like, this guy
Or some other low level, obviously. He's on a carnivore diet and his levels are 230 nanograms per deciliter. And to be fair, maybe I called him a lizard man first, so he reacted. But it was just a joke about how every single crazy out-of-the-range blood test that he got, he was explaining away by just saying, my physiology on a carnivore diet is just different, so it's okay if my cholesterol is through the roof. I have diabetic blood sugars and I have the testosterone levels of somebody who is technically 85 to 100 years old. So, and look, there's nothing wrong with lizards. After all,
hello everybody, this
then somebody who's eating all meat shouldn't see results like that. Anyway, I can tell that people are just screaming at me through the camera to get the results out. So, let's just say the devil is...
Right? The only difference between Mike the Vegan and Dr. Sean Baker is the diet, right? That's the only difference, guys. Every single difference between the two of us is what we eat. Like this guy is, one of these YouTube vegan scientists. This just look, Mick, nobody in their right mind, forget whatever little piece of paper you think you have with whatever numbers are written on there by you or somebody else. Forget all that, okay? No self-respecting, fully functioning male would look at you and Sean Baker and say that they want to have your testosterone levels or your blood test or whatever. No self-respecting man would ever look at you and Sean Baker and want to be you. Okay? It's never going to happen, Mike. But that doesn't matter. That which we see, that which we experience, what we can tell is or isn't happening, none of that matters, right? The only thing that's important is what I'm going to write on this little piece of paper. That's the only thing that matters. The devil is what?
Then somebody who's eating all meat shouldn't see results like that. Anyway, I can tell that people are just screaming at me through the camera to get the results out. So, let's just say the devil is in the details because my levels were 666 nanograms per...
Oh, here come the totally real testosterone test results. Totally real. So real. Look, maybe it is just a coincidence. Maybe it's someone trying to send you a message. Maybe it's even Mike himself. I don't know. But it's quite telling.
Deciliter. Hail Satan. So thankfully, my levels are good. They're right in the expected...
Right? Why would you call that Satan? Why would you call it that? Why? It's not weird at all. Anyway, I don't know about doctors, testosterone levels. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if this test result was doctored in Photoshop by Dr. Mike the Vegan. I don't know any of that, man. I don't know any of that. I I also don't understand why when people say you look like a bitch, why you're going to show them your testosterone results supposedly and not your estrogen levels, seeing as soy is estrogenic, right? So you have the testosterone levels of a butch dyke. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. I can't take these vegan clowns, man. These people are straight up evil. Whether they know it or not, they're evil.